What's up, everyone? Today I'm here to talk to you about a topic that's near and dear to most Vue developers' hearts, and that is the Vue DevTools. With Vue 3 in production, most of us are probably looking for the Vue DevTools in order to support our application development. However, Vue DevTools is currently still in development, so this makes it a little bit trickier. There is currently a beta version of the DevTools that should work with Vue 3, but in the event you're having trouble with it detecting your Vue 3 instance, I've created this video to help you get set up with a local environment instead. Let's dive right in. Before we get started, let's go over the prerequisites for getting set up. You'll want to have Node.js installed on your machine. The latest version would be preferable, which at this time is 12.19.0. You'll also need the classic Yarn installation as well, which is important for helping to manage dependencies and workspaces. In addition, in case you don't have it already, you'll want to download Chrome because that's what we'll be using in order to load our local extension. And in case you don't have it already, you'll also want Vue CLI so that we can set up a new Vue 3 project to connect with Vue DevTools. And last but not least, of course we're going to want the Vue DevTools repo so that we can go ahead and get everything set up. To get started, let's go ahead and clone the Vue DevTools repo. We'll copy the URL and then switch over to our terminal. Inside of our terminal, we'll now run git clone DevTools. We'll change directory into DevTools, and you'll see that we're currently on dev branch, but what we want is to check out the next branch. This is important. Next, we'll go ahead and install our dependencies. Now that that's finished, we'll want to start up our DevTools, and some of you may be tempted to run yarn dev. However, what we actually need to run is yarn build watch, which is a little unintuitive, but basically we want to build the dependencies that DevTools has locally so that we can then run our server. It takes a few seconds, but once you see everything compiled and watching for file changes, you know that you're good to go. I'll now open a new tab in my terminal. I'll bump up the typography a little bit so it's easier to read. At this point, there are two paths. I'll start by showing you the dev shell vue 3 command, which allows you to see a test environment where you can test out the DevTools functionality. In case you're wondering where this yarn dev shell vue 3 command comes from, it's inside of package.json under the script section. Now, currently there are two URLs being shown, and the one we want to focus on is the 8090 port. And the reason for that is because we want it served from the shell dev vue 3. So let's go ahead and open that in our browser now. Once the page is loaded, you'll see that Vue DevTools comes with a pre-built test environment to test different functionalities of DevTools, whether it's just inspecting elements or even checking out the timeline. While this is great for contributing to the project, what we ultimately want in this video is to connect the DevTools to a separate Vue 3 application. So let's jump into a new terminal. Inside of our new terminal, we're going to need to run yarn build watch again to make sure that our dependencies are built. Once it's complete, we'll go ahead and open a new tab, and I'll bump it up a little bit again. And this time, instead of running yarn dev shell vue 3, we're going to run yarn dev chrome. What this will do is build the extension inside of our project. Once we see all of this set up, we can now jump over to Chrome. In the upper right, you should see a puzzle piece to manage your Chrome extensions. And so we'll click on the button Manage Extensions. In the upper right, you'll want to make sure you turn on developer mode. This is important because it allows us to load unpacked extensions, which we'll do here in the upper left. Once you click on it, it'll open you up inside of your machine. And then we'll locate our Vue DevTools project, click on Packages, Shell Chrome, and as long as you see the manifest.json, this is the key thing you need to know that you're in the right place. Once you click Select, you'll see that Chrome successfully added our extension inside of Chrome. And finally, let's pin our extension so that we can see it when we load our Vue 3 app. Now, all we need is a Vue 3 app to test whether or not this worked. Jumping back into our terminal, let's go ahead and open a new tab. First, I'm using Vue CLI version 4.5.8 in this video. Let's go ahead and create a new project called Hello YouTube, and we'll use the default Vue 3 preview. Once everything's installed, let's navigate into our project and then run yarn serve to start our local dev environment. Switching over to Chrome, let's go ahead and open up our Vue app at localhost 8080. And you'll see that Vue DevTools successfully detected our Vue instance. And when we open up our DevTools, you'll see the Vue tab, and when you click into it, you can interact with the app just as you would expect. And with that, we're done. In addition to being able to now connect your Vue 3 application with Vue DevTools, you also get the added benefit of now being able to do some local development on the Vue DevTools project in the event you want to contribute to it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Ben Kotzen signing off.